solid effort by both teams.
Yeah, two good hockey teams, and both teams were well prepared, and both teams came out playing really well. I think we started the game flying, and they kind of got in the game after a while, and but yeah, it was a good game. I expect it's going to be like that till the end now.
To make 9 shootout saves and end up with the loss.
Yeah, I guess it's at that point it's kind of like flipping a coin, and it's always gonna end up like that. Somebody comes and squeaks one by you, and it could happen anyway, and both ways. So it's obviously I was mad after right after the game, but it was a solid effort, big 1 point, and I'm sure. When you realize it's going to be a big point.
I'll just kind of open you up real quick, and then.
Yeah. I was gonna, trying to stay patient, and he read that. I just kind of was, trying to stay patient, and if he's gonna lift the puck, trying to go, under the bar or something like that. So, this time I was just a little delayed.
You had a Larson save on Carmel earlier in the game. Just talk about how big that was in that moment.
Yeah, I guess so. That was, we've been struggling on our PK a little bit this year, and so tonight we came strong, our PK, and obviously that one save that was at that point of the game was pretty big.
Tired of overtime games at this point, or you figure you're getting a point each time anyway?
I don't want to lose. I don't care if it's going to overtime or shootout. If we win, it doesn't matter. But obviously, don't like losing, and but I expect it's going to be usually when this team wins hockey games, it's usually by 1 goal. So I expect some more games going to overtime or shootout. But it's no big deal. I'm still confident we can win teams in overtime or shootout.
The defense looked like they played one of their better games of clearing the puck out, rebounds and everything. I don't think there was many second chance shots at all, was it?
No. Guys played so well. We had tonight we had a lot of blocked shots, and even forwards, they were diving in front of the puck, and playing really sacrificing their bodies, and that was a good team effort.
Does it give you some confidence that you're playing kind of toe-to-toe with those guys, maybe playing about as well as...
Yeah, they played last night. You could tell they were a little tired, I think. That wasn't their best game, but and it wasn't our best game. So it was a tight-fought game, and it's a shame that it has to come down to a shootout.
Tough break for Peck's.
Yeah, well, he did what he had to do to put us in the right place to get the win, and we couldn't find the back of their net.
The crowd obviously loves it when a shootout is extended that long. You like it on the bench?
Well, you start to get a little nervous. After one of them, I started taking off the tape on my stick to put some new tape on. I was getting a little nervous there, but it's exciting for everyone, and it's too bad there has to be a loser. When it's 0-0, you lose in a shootout. It's always tough.
This is just one of those nights where the goalies sort of stole the show.
Yeah, the ice was not good at all, and we've had problems with that, and we're trying to fix it, but we got to figure something out, because it'll be 0-0 games the rest of the season here if we don't figure something out. Just because the pucks are bouncing. I had a couple times there sitting on the blue line, and the puck just bounces right over my stick. So
I was going to say, it looked like pucks going back to the point where it's especially hard.
Yeah. Well, just because there's so much space for it to screw up.
Suits, Team USA partner, now it looks like you and Rafalski had a little bit of a rivalry going late.
Yeah, we're friends, and it's always good to beat your friend. It's fun to play against guys that you're teammates with.
Do you feel like you might have the book on him now?
Yeah, I kind of know some of his tricks. I try to tell some of the guys, but he's a good player. Everyone knows that.
Defense didn't allow very many shots on rebounds tonight. Looks like they were really clearing the pucks out.
Yeah, it was a good game for both teams. Both goalies played good. Both teams played very strong defensively, and it says a lot about our teams.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And obviously, anytime it gets into a shootout, you want to go and you want to excel at that situation. And they got us tonight in the shootout. It went a little long, and it's a point for us, but 2 for them. So it kind of keeps them behind us, but not really. And it's something we got to improve on.
Have you guys faced him in a shootout before?
I don't think we have, not this year. I mean, obviously, we've kind of had a number a bit this year, and it was a pretty close, tight-knit fought game, and it was a good hockey.
What did he do particularly well there in the shootout to some of
He did a good job at reading the shooters and kind of he stuck with us a lot of times. Sully kind of put him over in the corner there when he scored, but JP had a great move on him too, but he held it out, so it was pretty big.
You guys feel good about the fact that these guys are probably playing as well as anybody in the league? You feel like you're on a fairly even par with them?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, obviously, we're missing guys. They got a full team, and we felt like it was a hard-fought hockey game. Obviously, we got a point. We wanted 2, but we got to go on the road and get the job done here. Obviously, we can come home and be in a good position here coming home Tuesday night.
Side, Pekka was unbelievable again tonight, and just give credit. Like I said, it was it's like a chess play out there. Like I mean, like we're just they were coming at us, we were going at them, so it was just kind of game that it was definitely a playoff game. You know what I mean? Like, that could have been here for a while if it would have been playoff, and that's just the kind of hockey. We know that our last few games are going to be light, and we have to make sure that we're ready for that.
Nice to stay at least a point up though, by getting into overtime.
Yeah, that's definitely a big point. We had a lot of chance to win it in the shootout. Like Pekka makes all those big first save, and big goal by Sully. Like he had to score to keep going, and it was a big goal, and we had our chances. Like I said, he made some big save, and that's how it went. You know what I mean? Like it's one out of the shootout, and we have to make sure that we take, like I said, we put this game behind us, take the big point, and be ready for next game.
Anything he did real good, Howard? Anything he did particularly well?
On that save, I think on Leggy at the end of the third period. That was a big save coming across like that, and. But in the shootout, like I said, it's a one-on-one, and he made some big save, but Pekka did the same thing on the other side. So it's just a question of end up to be a one-on-one game at the end.
You guys really carried the action